3 questions for George M. Johnson, whose book, All Boys Aren't Blue, has been banned in 5 states. Yahoo Entertainment. George M. Johnson, author of All Boys Aren't Blue, sought to create a book that equips young Black and queer people with tools and resources that Johnson said he would have found valuable in their younger years. The book was met with resounding praise and awards but also with backlash, landing near the top of T. He list of banned books in America. Below are your comments. Headline is a lie. It is not banned in 5 states. It is banned in a few districts in 5 states. Why do they have to distort the truth? Why not just be honest? The need to exaggerate shows desperation. Wherever they burn books, they will also, in the end, burn human beings. Heinrich Heine. There are no such thing as trans children. Next news. Beyoncé Renaissance World Tour, next big screen concert film for AMC's December 1 theatrical release. Update. Deadline. Updated. Deadline has learned exclusively that the theatrical release date for Beyoncé Renaissance World Tour is looking like Dec. 1. The post-Thanksgiving Black Friday weekend frame, which is typically a dead zone at the box office. AMC didn't respond to request for comment. Interesting that AMC is looking to hit a grand slam in 2023. Below are your comments. No thanks. I have socks to wash. Really? She can't have that little blonde-haired, blue-eyed girl pass her by. Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. But, oops. Maybe a day late and a few million short. Person shrugging light skin tone female sign 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 face with peeking eye face with peeking eye face with hand over mouth face with hand over mouth tears of joy tears of joy. It's crazy how much the Illuminati and Black Power propaganda gets praised out in the open. Next news. U2 debuts eye-popping, jaw-dropping, brain-breaking Vegas Sphere residency in the atomic city of BLI. NDING lights. Yahoo Music. Take me to that other place, Bono sang Friday. And that is exactly what U2 did during their transporting, sensory overloading first show at the STR. IP's new $2.3 billion entertainment arena. Below are your comments. I'm not a fan of U2, but I will say they have never been shy about putting on huge shows with plenty of visual effects. They got some opening night kinks to work out, no question, but all in all it looks like they put on a good show. Usually takes them a few shows to get it 100% right. I think it will only get better. Only a few bands would be up to the task of opening up such a highly anticipated venue, and U2 is D. Visual overload. I remember in concert and midnight special. Just watch the bands play their music live. I really enjoyed that. Then came MTV. It had so many videos that made no sense when it came to the song in the video. Good music to me needs no visuals at all. Just listen. Think I'll pass on a concert there, but I'll probably take the tour to experience the visual effects. When I go to a show I'd rather not be distracted from the music, but that's just me. Would love to go see them as I live in Tahoe, but as usual, concert tickets are way too expensive. Glad I could see concerts years ago when bands weren't trying to rip their fans off. Next news. Tupac Shakur's sister, friend Jada Pinkett Smith react to bleeping suspect arrest. A pivotal moment. Entertainment Weekly. Now I hope we can get some answers and have some closure, Pinkett Smith wrote following the arrest. Below are your comments. In Compton Street legend, Davis confirmed that he was in the Cadillac from which someone fatally shot at Shakur's BMW, per the AP. By doing so, retired LAPD Det. Greg Kading told the outlet, Davis had put himself squarely in the middle of the conspiracy and given law enforcement the ammunition. It doesn't seem like there is new evidence, so why the 27-year delay? Closure? She dated the man for a cup of water decades ago, and whatever they were was over long before he died. She talks about it like they were engaged to be married when he got bleep. Just feel like she's putting too much on it. Next news. Tupac Shakur's brother reacts to bleep arrest. Justice is accountability. Rolling Stone. The timing was very curious and I was a little taken aback because this should have happened a long time ago, Mopreme Shakur says after Dwayne Keefe D. Davis charged with rapper's bleep. Below are your comments. Dude does not seem all there. Guy's retired. The case has been open for 27 years. People do move on. I like his music as much as the next, but move on. I always thought that Poop Dog did it. Yes, justice is accountability, and we have a race of inherently violent evil black Africans who need to learn this. Did he really say accountability? Did they catch him by the toe? Did he holler? Next news. 3 questions for Jesse Andrews, whose book, Me and Earl and the Dying Girl, has been banned in 3 states. Yahoo Entertainment. Author Jesse Andrews, whose 2012 novel, Me and Earl and the Dying Girl, became the 10th most banned book in America last year, questions the real harm of exposing young people to books. Below are your comments. I thoroughly enjoyed the book. As a cancer survivor, I liked the portrayal of the boys not wanting to see Rachel or knowing what to say to her. For once, a cancer patient was depicted as a person, not as a fighter or in a sappy manner. Yes, the language was awful. But I cannot imagine more than on. How about if we simply let parents decide for their own children? If they don't want their kids to read this book, fine. I think every school that likes banning books should keep an updated list, and hand it out every week to the students. It will be the most literate school around. But it is really funny, because I am guessing more than half the students read as little as they can get away with. So who needs to ban? I love how we still lose our S over books, but get upset if people even suggest we should take away smartphones from their kids. Have you seen what's on the internet? It's the biggest disconnect in our culture today. Am I the only one that sees this? Here's a thought. Instead of banning the books, how about the parents read it, then they decide if their child should have access or not. Next news. How is Toby Keith's health? Singer shares update on stomach cancer. Today, Toby Keith attended the 2023 People's Choice Country Awards, where he shared a health update after his cancer diagnosis, performed and accepted the Icon Award. Below are your comments. Cancer is horrible. Many of our family members have had some sort of C, including myself. So far all is well. We wish him and family all the best. Keep the faith positive! ! Wow, he looks very different. Last I remember him was about 13 years ago or so when he'd appear on Craig Ferguson's Late Late Show. It's hard to hear people going through cancer say they're feeling excellent since that usually happens before, you know. I watched the show and at first didn't even recognize him. Cancer has taken its toll on Toby. He said something to the effect that lately he has been riding shotgun with the Lord. Hopefully, he and everyone else will kick cancer's butt. Next news. How Milk captured the moment Dianne Feinstein became an LGBTQ ally. His death opened her eyes, says screenwriter Dustin Lance Black. Yahoo Movies. Black, who won an Oscar for the film, explains to Yahoo Entertainment the challenge of writing the KEY scene. No one's going to play Dianne better than Dianne. Below are your comments. The irony is that she likely never would have never become mayor or senator had Moscone lived. She had run for mayor twice and lost, and her political career seemed at a dead end. But Moscone's death changed everything and launched one of the greatest political careers in history. To her credit, yes, she was all for stricter gun laws, but owned an arsenal herself. She was a giant hypocrite on the issue. In many ways, she's a shining example of today's establishment ruling class. Didn't she try to make the accusation that all military veterans had PTSD and should not own guns? Milk wasn't bleeped because he was gay. He was bleeped because he sparred with Dan White on other issues and he encouraged Moscone not to reinstate White when White wanted his job back. Milk was a pioneer for the LGBTQ community for sure, but not really a martyr for the cause. The thing I always think of with Feinstein was when she tried to ban guns based on how scary they look. Okay. Not what they do, how they work, how big the bullets are, or how fast they bleep. If they look scary, they were bad. Please subscribe to my channel. And if you like it, please thumbs up.